Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, the ceasefire was already violated. By whom exactly? Well, we have two sides. One of them or both of them, or none. Well, definitely someone violated it, but the accusations go, we'll find out. Why do you think this ceasefire was agreed, or at least maybe agreed? I'm not certain Israel agreed to a ceasefire. I know Iran agreed to a ceasefire. And why is Trump so ecstatic about it? What happened behind the scenes, or maybe in plain view, from Russia, I would say, and not only, that made Trump be so accepting of the ceasefire all of a sudden? We're going to discuss that, plus the fact that Putin vowed, maybe gives you a hint, to help Iran. Did you know that? Well, Iran said if Israel violates the ceasefire and attacks us again, we, Iran, will deliver a decisive blow. You know what a decisive blow means? We'll decide the situation, I guess. All right, let's start with the first article coming from DPA International. Iran media. Ceasefire with Israel in force. So these guys agreed. Right here, Iranian media on Tuesday reported that a ceasefire with Israel came into force at 7:30 a.m. But around 5 a.m., so 2 hours and a half before they said that, in Israel, the Israeli military had reported the renewed Iranian attacks. According to Israeli media, 4 people were killed. So, here it is. 4 GMT, 2 GMT. All right, no violations so far. Next, we find out, according to Sputnik, that Iran confirms ceasefire, warns of retaliation if Israel strikes again. So these guys clearly state, we agree to a ceasefire. Again, we have Russia Today on the 24th. Iran confirms ceasefire with Israel, but it warned that it will deliver decisive response to any violations of the truce. Any violation. Okay. And this is what we find out today. Ceasefire collapses as Israel accuses Iran of missile attack. Didn't I tell you yesterday when I was covering Trump's ecstatic news and statement that it's piece of our time that someone will immediately blame the other one for violating the truth? And that's exactly the same entity that I said will do it, and we're gonna have the media telling us that yes, Iran did it. Why the media? Well, because the media in the West is owned, not by the people or the truth, is guided by interests, okay, and allegiances. All right, so Israel accuses Iran. Maybe it's true. Let's see what these guys are saying. But we're gonna have Trump who's going to deny that, or not deny, add to it. Emergency and rescue response worker ballistic missiles fire from Iran struck a building Israel shortly before publicly announced a ceasefire. Okay, so that's the one that these guys are telling us with a 5 a.m. probably. Now, you know what's strange? It's strange that when things like this happen, somehow the other side is very successful in destroying targets. If this would have happened 2 days ago, the Israeli would have said probably the Iron Dome destroyed all the ballistic missiles. This is the same thing as in Ukraine. They tell us the Patriot and everything is impenetrable. But then when they want to squeeze some empathy for these guys here and others, and the media gives ammunition to the media to keep regimenting us, then immediately they show, oh, look, the Russians were capable of destroying this apartment building. It's very strange. They're very successful in doing that, but not successful in attacking military targets. I mean, you be the judge, but don't let yourself babooned by these guys, all right? So here, obviously, they show you a picture of this. Yeah, that's a fact. Was this a Israeli missile or was it an Iranian missile? How would you or I ever know that? I wouldn't, and I don't trust either side, just so you know. Just keep that in mind. When these guys show you these things, you don't know whose missile that was. You will never probably know. All right, let's go to the next. Associated Press. Israel says Iran launched more missiles after ceasefire started. Iranian media denies that. So probably what happened, I'm trying to figure out if that's the 5 o'clock, 7:30 o'clock. 7:30 and 5 o'clock. Probably after Trump said ceasefire was agreed upon, things still continued, I would say 100%. Now that the order maybe was given, maybe was not received, and I'm going to give you an analogy. And then this guy say, oh, we stopped doing it after the last missile attack. So that's it. Now Israeli could continue and say, oh, that was a violation, and continue, or not. I haven't heard Israelis saying anything about it. Now, about their ceasefire, let me give you this analogy. So let's say we are in a war, and you and I, we are in a war, and we are in the same team, and we fight, and a lot of crimes occur, obviously, both sides. And then all of a sudden, you have a unit over there that killed your friend, those guys over there. And then you almost take over that unit. Finally, you surround them, and you know over there, those are your enemies. And you're ready to pop. And then you hear in the radio that, oh my God, it's an order, the hostilities, the ceasefire. And you capture those guys. You see them in your line of strike. And those guys, let's say, killed your fellow platoon crew or friends. What would you do? Would you say, oh my God, stop, okay, all right, oh, okay, man, I'm going to spare you? If that's what you're going to do, very good, you're a good follower. All right, let's move on. So you know where I'm going with this. There are personal vendettas over there. People over there are not, like in Ukraine, when you capture some Russians, or the Russians capture some Ukrainians, Geneva Convention, let's see, page 23, paragraph 5 down there now, and we can't do this. After you haven't seen a shower in 3 years, and your wife left you, or your girlfriend told you that she has a boyfriend now, and you're hungry, you're like shit under this stress for 3 years and a half, do you think you're going to look at the Geneva Convention? I mean, it's nice. Hollywood is nice, not. But I'm just saying, we're in the middle of it, you fucking... And do you think people are principled? Have you been around the block, halfway at least, to see who we're dealing with? There are people over there who give them an automatic weapon. You got a criminal right there, a criminal, a legal criminal. He's under the military. No, you don't want to do that. So anyway, when I hear these things, it's happening, will happen, and have been happening. All right, let's go back. And we have here, again, from Associated Press, Israel accuses Iran of violating Trump's ceasefire, vows to retaliate. So we're going to be back and forth. And then we find this. Trump says both Iran and Israel violated the ceasefire. This is 24th, 2025. So what do you mean both violated? President Donald Trump says Israel and Iran violated ceasefire terms with attacks following an early Tuesday deadline to cease hostilities. And I'm quoting, they violated it, but Israel violated it too, Trump said. He added, I'm not happy with Israel. Okay, what are they going to do? Bomb their nuclear installations? So, next, why do you think Trump is so eager beaver, let's say, to accept now Iran, no more regime change, we're good, man, let's stop. Okay, we had a little scuffle here, and that's it. Well, maybe this could give you a hint right there. And this is an article from yesterday, before Trump came and put his peace cape and said, I'm going to save the world. Russia ready to help Iran. Kremlin spokesperson, ready to help Iran, not Israel, Iran. Russia stands ready to help Iran in the ongoing conflict in the Middle East, but Tehran first needs to articulate its requests. That means, tell me, what do you want? Do you want some missiles? Do you want some nuclear weapons? Do you want what do you exactly want? Troops? Submarines? It's clear. Maybe this made Trump say, shit, we didn't expect these guys to get in. Now we're going to have a world war? I mean, what do you think? Partnership, strategic partnership, Iran-Russia. So, the Russian president's spokesperson, Dmitry spokesman Dmitry Peskov told reporters at a briefing that the assistance all depends on what Iran needs. All right, and I'm quoting, we have offered our mediation efforts. This is concrete. We have stated our position, which is also very important from form of support for the Iranian side. Going forward, everything will depend on what Iran needs at this moment. Well, right there, my friends. And then you have this guy. Putin pledges support to Iran after US attack. This was yesterday at 8:16 a.m. So, yeah, the foreign minister of the Republic of Iran went and visited Putin. So, Putin pledges support to Iran. And then we find out that these guys are, and we find that one, Iran vows decisive response if Israel violates truce. Now, this is June 22nd. Tehran says it will halt missile barrage if West Jerusalem stops its attacks first. All right, so what do we have so far? A ceasefire. I heard it many times from the Iranian side. I haven't seen, BBC or these jackals in the media telling us that Israel said the same, agreed. Probably they did, but I don't believe they will do it. It's so hard to just, okay, now we're friends. It's not like that. And it seems like Trump, if he doesn't know that, maybe this will wake him up. But I doubt it. I think he knows, and I think he's just, I'm not trying to defend Trump whatsoever. He can't defend himself. But I think that Trump is just balancing or walking a tightrope or something. He is, I don't think he's in a good spot. We'll see. As of now, he showed our power. He also showed our limitations. Unfortunately for us, fortunately for the rest of the world. And it seems like Putin, including Medvedev, who said a number of countries are ready to deliver nuclear weapons to Iran. Maybe that played a part as well in Trump's eager beaver to go and talk to the Netanyahu. But Netanyahu is not going to listen to him, because I think the chain of command is Trump, Netanyahu's interests, and so on. So Trump is below. I think he's a subordinate. You don't like it? I don't like it either. Thank you very much for being with me again today. What's going to happen? The violations will continue. That's what I think. It's going to be here and there. And if it stops now, it will continue some other time in the near future. Do you think that Israel right now is satisfied with this? It's not about what US is satisfied with, Israel. Do you think Israel is satisfied with this situation? 3 holes over there and 3 holes over there, and that's it? We're good, we're cool, man. There's no evidence that they destroyed the Iranian capability to build a bomb. Nothing. I made a video that I didn't publish it yesterday. I forgot, if you can imagine that. Not forgot, but I was waiting, and I think now it's outdated, because there are certain things yesterday I did not know today. It just completes it, but could be redundant. So nevertheless, do you think that Israel is happy now and says, okay, we're good to go? Yeah, okay, good, we come over here, Ayatollah? I don't think so. Why? The root cause is still there. Someone promised me this land here, and you stand in our way, and we're going to destroy you with the bully boy. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The problem is the other side is getting momentum, which is Russia, China, India, Iran, North Korea, Venezuela, the bad countries, Brazil. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.